Hello again, my name's Gabe Zona. One of my friends who's a retired New York policeman sent me a little article along with a little video. I'm going to attach the link. You're not going to have to look for it. This was written by Nicole Hensley, and it's dated today, which is the 27th of December 2015. Now, the police are authorized to use deadly force when their life's in imminent danger, as is an American citizen. If your life is in imminent danger, you're free to use deadly force to protect your own life. The article starts off, a man chucking rocks at Arizona cop outside a police precinct was shot and killed with one gunshot, authorities said. The unidentified 30-year-old suspect threw at least 3 rocks found outside the precinct in North Phoenix near Cactus Park. Those rocks ranging in size from gravel to chunks the size of a large grapefruit struck a police cruiser and shattered a glass door at the precinct as an officer walked outside. The third rock stuck an officer's hand after bouncing off of a tree. The officer returned by shooting one time with his gun, striking the suspect and ending this violent encounter, Police Sergeant Jonathan Howard said at a media briefing. It's unclear why the suspect began throwing rocks. He died at a local hospital shortly after being shot. Well, let's take a look and try to dissect this. We've got someone that obviously has mental issues. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done what he did. And at this time of the year, some people get suicidal, so maybe he wanted to die by cop. And this cop accommodated him. Now, let me ask a question. Let's say that I did that. Let's say that someone was throwing little rocks at me. And I pulled out a gun, and I shot him and killed him. What do you think would happen to me? Was my life in imminent danger? I don't think so. Could I have sidestepped those rocks that he was throwing? Absolutely. Could I have left the scene? Absolutely. Now, what could this cop have done? Well, this happened at a precinct. What do they have at precincts? Well, they have other cops. And they have all kinds of protective equipment. You know those shields you see some of them carrying when there's like riots? They have those shields at the precincts. The cop probably also had a taser. Why didn't he use the taser? Why didn't he sidestep and call for backup? My friend, as I said at the beginning of this video, is a retired New York cop. He sent this to me. He said he never would have shot. There wasn't any reason to shoot. It wasn't as if the man was armed with a deadly weapon. Yeah, you could say rocks could be deadly weapons, but come on. Is that any reason for the cop to have taken his life? I don't think so. I hope the media sort of follows this event. This police officer needs to be charged with murder. There wasn't any reason for him to shoot and kill. Did he have a taser? Probably. Why didn't he use the taser? Could he have called for backup? Absolutely. Where was he? He wasn't in some desolate side street. He was in front of a precinct. What's at the precinct? Other cops. That's sort of what I think. Now, could you imagine if this guy was black that got killed? I don't believe he was. I believe he was a white guy. Seems like white lives don't matter. And the cop was probably a white cop. But could you imagine if this was a black guy that got killed? You'd have Jesse Jackson, you'd have Al Sharpton, You'd have Barack Obama saying, that could have been my son. Absolutely insane. That cop needs to be charged with a crime because he committed one. He wasn't in imminent threat of losing his life. The rock bounced off a tree and hit him in the hand. Poor baby. Poor baby. He's got to live with what he did. And he knows what he did was wrong. I hope the Phoenix Police Department throw him off the force. He doesn't deserve to wear a badge. He doesn't deserve to be a peace officer. That's sort of what I think. That's also what my friend, the retired cop, thinks. So what do you think? And let the precinct that this guy came from know.